Okay. So, um, would one of you guys like to give me a recap of last session? None of you guys have inspiration right now, so and it is fair game for anyone who wants it.
I would, but I am quite tired today.
Understandable.
I'm also mid-eating.
Ah, I see.
Are you gonna make me do it?
Hey, to go!
Hey, if you don't want to, if you guys don't want to do it, I'll do it. And I'll give myself inspiration.
We had
Oh,
a super
no.
cool.
Not sure. Yeah, not sure if you guys want that.
We had a super cool festival. Bro was destroying boats. The forest died. That's it.
Okay.
Also, I got a cool bow.
Okay. Cool. That was pretty simple. Pretty simple thing. Rather than giving you a full inspiration, I'll just give you a D4 you can add to one of your things.
Okay.
Basically just guidance. Okay. Alright, well, in that case, I'll just kind of fill in the gaps. So, in the previous session, you guys traveled from the Aurora Tundra to Whiskerdale. As you guys knew that the Virelda Archipelago is up here, and you guys know that it is one of the only accessible sky islands from the surface. So you guys decided to make that way, and make your way to that direction, and stop by Adeline's childhood town of Whiskerdale. There's a festival going on. You guys were able to interact with that, and then you guys found Titan, a shulk with who seems to be that the only thing they actually have left is their head, and they have somehow assumed control over a iron golem body. You guys found him using his hammer to try and repair a ship. You guys were able to communicate with him, and you guys spent about 5-ish days working on building the ship. Kai, I need you to make sure that you marked off that for your potions.
Let's see. What? How many days were we repairing it?
5.
5. Okay.
I will say though, but you will have the option to buy more before, or have someone else buy you more.
With what money?
That's a great question.
I'm gonna die of poverty, man. This is too real.
It's okay. It's okay. Adeline has plenty of money. Sigh.
Oh boy.
In fact, now that I look at everyone's character sheets, Adeline is the only person who actually has money outside of Kai's 20 gold pieces. Kai's got 20. Kai's living off 20 bucks.
That's all I've got.
Yeah, Titan has literally nothing, though I feel like that would probably be
Oh
different.
no.
So
I mean, when you come to think about it, you can technically take his entire body as currency.
What?
I mean, theoretically, yeah. Oh boy, that opens up a whole different kind of things. Anyways, you guys also went and discovered that something seemed to be wrong with the forest of. You found that something was wrong with the forest of origin. You guys further investigated that, and discovered that the nature great star, or the forest great star, is missing. Using some of Adeline's magical abilities, you guys are able to discover that It had been taken by the Warrior of Abyss. In the midst of that, Adeline, you found the Bow of Seasons. A bow that you already can tell is very powerful. However, and even as you have it now, it is still quite powerful. However, you do get the sense that this weapon can be greatly enhanced at a later point.
Still sensing, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's a lot of sensing.
Brandon's making fun of me. Don't mind it.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been listening to these recordings on YouTube. So when I heard a girl's voice for a second, I thought it was me, just for a second. And I got really confused. I was like, "Wait, who is that?"
Yep.
Oh my god.
Just in the background. Yep. So, to kick off what you guys will need to do this session, the ship is almost complete. In order for the ship to be completed, you guys need one more task. And you guys need some of the sky crystals that can be found in many of the sky islands. Adeline, since you are the person who probably be the most knowledgeable about how this works, these crystals are, when they are not pressurized, they are lighter than air. And like a balloon, you can imagine that, well, like a balloon, they would like push things up. So these islands actually have many of these large crystals, and that's kind of what keeps them in the air.
Mm-hmm.
These avians typically have managed to pressurize them in a way that would allow them for it to be transported. But they are frequently kept in ships, and that is what is frequently used to actually navigate the skies, as these crystals will lift the ship. However, you find that there are none of these crystals down here, as you guys will need to try and find your own. And that is where we will, you guys can pick up.
Alrighty.
So you guys are currently just on the surface amongst all of the ships. It is currently more of an overcast day. You guys get a little bit of a drizzle. And yeah, what do you guys do?
Well, we need to find them crystals.
Guess it's time to climb a mountain.
Guess so.
Alright, let's get to it.
You guys are able to, you guys can go and climb up the mountain. I will say it'll take like a little bit. You guys aren't going to encounter too many difficulties getting up the mountain. There's a very clear-cut path. As like you guys would know that this place has been kind of made accessible for most people. Though Adeline, you actually remember something. As you guys, well, you get the feeling you're missing something as you're beginning to head out. Would you be willing to roll me in insight check?
Yes. That is a 32.
You think back to the first time that you actually went up to the Sky Islands. In fact, it's the only time you've been up. To that out. And you actually remember that you need to be outfitted with a relatively simple like mask. That would allow you to be able to breathe in the air that is up that high, as the air up there is very thin.
Oh shoot!
So an oxygen mask?
It was like it was a form of an oxygen mask, very, very similar. It's just something to kind of help you guys be able to breathe.
Man, where are we gonna get one of those?
You imagine that
Probably
they
in
could
the
probably be bought.
town.
Have we already started climbing?
I would say you guys would. I would say that you guys are easily able to go and get one really quick. Or get
Okay.
some. So, you guys are able to go into town. You look around, and they actually do sell them around here. In fact, this is probably the only place you'll find them being sold. Although, you can see that they're kind of going out of business. The vendor, as no one's really come to visit the islands recently. You see that they're just kind of set off to the side. And currently they're just set up for about a silver piece each, as they are on clearance.
Okay, does Kai need one? Because he uses potions to breathe.
That's a. I would
That's a good
assume
question.
so. I mean, the potions are more just to be able to breathe air in general. I imagine if the air is thin, it would still have the same effect. Like, same effect as in can't breathe. Unless it also just heightens, like, lung capability.
Is,
I don't know.
Do they allow you to breathe out of water, or do they allow you to breathe air?
That's a good question.
They
I think this is ever established.
they allow him to breathe air.
I
Okay,
guess,
so
yeah, I
he
probably
will
need a mask
one.
too.
Okay, let me pull out my wallet.
Thank you.
Or my,
You gotta spend 2 GP. Or not 2 GP, 2 SP.
Yep, per person.
my coin pouch.
So you just gotta spend 6 gold pieces, silver pieces.
How many?
6.
6 silver.
I only have 4.
I'll use some of your bronze pieces, copper pieces.
I don't have copper pieces.
Don't.
I have gold and I have silver.
You'll have to just exchange your gold, gold to a silver.
1 gold is 10 silver, right?
Yeah, so spend a gold and give yourself
Okay,
4
so-
silver.
4.
Yeah, because you need to spend 6 silver.
Right.
Yeah, so
Wait.
spend a gold and give yourself 4 more
Jacob, we
silver.
talked about this morning. I'm not good at math.
That's okay.
Me for real.
Wait. Let me do this myself, okay? I'm not gonna do it your way. Okay, 10.
Okay.
Add. And then minus 1 gold piece. And then minus... Wait,
No, not minus on silver.
why not?
You're gonna be gaining silver because a gold is worth more than what you're buying.
Well, yeah, I already gave myself 10, so, and then how much is each mask again?
Oh, okay. No, okay. So yeah, then
It would be 2. It
minus
would be 2
6.
each, so you're spending 6.
Yeah.
6!
Yep.
Remove. I did it. Okay, I'm paid
There you go.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to go and buy those. So you guys can. I will make you add them to your inventory. It's just kind of a simple thing that you guys will
Oh
have
yeah, I
access
have a
to.
question.
What's up?
Currently, I have 11 temporary hit points,
Yes.
or whatever. Does that still apply?
I'm gonna let it still apply. Technically, it resets on a long rest, but I'm gonna let it apply until they're used.
Yeah, because I ate a cinnamon pull-apart.
Yes.
I remember.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Our festival food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys hold on to that. Yeah. So you guys kind of. You guys are able to start kind of making your way up the mountain. And the trail is a little bit slick, but you guys don't encounter any difficulties. As you guys are eventually going to reach the first rope bridge. Unless you guys will eventually reach that, unless you guys have anything specifically you guys want to talk about or plan for.
Are these bridges still intact? Are they like okay, or are they like only one person at a time because it's like old?
These bridges are somewhat they're not like falling apart. In fact, considering the state of what you can see of many of the skyships and such, it is surprising that somehow it's surprising to you guys that these bridges have actually been left intact.
Nice.
So for most people, this would be pretty easy to deal with. Titan, you might have some issues, considering that you weigh a ton.
Figures.
Oh no.
Do you have an estimate of how much he weighs?
As much as an iron golem.
How much does an
That's
iron
a
golem
lot.
weigh? Okay, wait.
They're heavy.
How tall? Wait, I'm gonna do some math. I know I just said I was bad at math, but how tall would you say an iron golem is? You said he's like 7 feet tall, right?
7. I think it's like even taller than that. I think this guy's like 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah, iron golems are huge.
5,000 pounds.
Oh my
Gonna do the math. Goodness. Fine. Okay.
I am not going on that.
Don't worry, I got this.
5,000 pounds.
I am not going on that bridge. I will break it if I even step on it.
I can.
It's funny. I just decided to like
good...
look it up and like, oh gosh. Okay.
Wait, can I do Misty Step? I forgot. Can I only use it on myself?
Yeah, it's a self spell.
No, as a matter of fact, I can't.
Oh.
Don't worry. I got this. As long as you can hold your breath, I can stick you in a watery sphere and float you across.
Oh, funny thing, Titan. You actually have not set up any of your spells. You have.
Oh, you're right. I have it.
I mean, you only get to pick 4, and they're only first level spells, so they don't really do much. Well, this might be interesting.
I need to actually figure out where I'm going to go to.
Let's see. With
see if you guys can come up with a creative solution.
I'm telling you, I just gotta stick him in a ball of water for a bit. It'll be fine.
Oh,
it can.
Oh,
Jacob,
I can open it. Huh?
You realize iron sinks, right?
Well, no, but it's a spell. He gets.
He can choose to fail. He can choose to fail the save.
What's going on?
I can move it 30 feet per action, so like 30 feet per 6 seconds, I guess. and it lasts up to a minute.
So,
So
fun
that's like
fact.
300 feet.
Okay, hang on. Fun fact. I'm looking at the character builder. It says you currently have no known spells. Learn spells from your list of available spells below. What spells?
I can teach
Do you
him
have the thing that
spells.
There's
lists?
no spells.
Do you have the thing that has the paladin that says paladin?
Yes?
Yeah, click add
Yeah,
spells.
no spell. Ah.
This is what happens when we are dealing with Champions of Dusk too much, where all of like it's a completely different menu to add spells from like magic items or anything else, or feats or anything. No, I don't think any. Looking at like the entire spell list for what's available, I don't think any of these really help.
I'm putting you in a bubble. It's the only way.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
hold your breath for a minute?
I don't think we've established how good the Chok's lung capacity is.
Well,
I don't think we've ever established that.
I think it's pretty good. It not only
Actually,
that,
does
but
the water
Titan's constitution is pretty good too.
Wait, if
Actually-
all of
actually,
his
the
organs are in
watery
his head,
sphere-
does that mean
Yeah.
that his lungs are super small, so he can't breathe, like hold his breath very long? Does that mean he
Bro, tell
breathes
us
really
magical.
fast?
Oh
Okay,
boy.
tell that to Lum. Tell that to Lum. I don't think we've ever established that, but he can hold his breath for like 10 minutes.
I think he's just
Constitution.
Titan is just a magical cyborg. I don't think his lungs are really a consideration.
Yeah. Shulk anatomy. We just decided that we don't talk about Shulk anatomy.
We don't talk about Choke Anatomy. It is way too
I'm so
complicated.
curious. I'm so curious.
Oh,
No,
I think
no,
I think
no,
I think
no,
on the
Brennan,
I
no.
think
Sorry, it's
What?
fine. Just-
What?
I think on like the journal idea, I think Nova might want to actually just want to skip it, and it's going to show in the writing.
This is
Because like
too
she just does not
complicated. I
want to
don't
do
wanna.
this because it's too convoluted.
Oh man.
No,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
gonna
Yeah,
challenge
that's-
myself.
For a
I'm
mystery.
gonna challenge myself to try and draw that.
Oh
Like
no.
I'm gonna do it. I'm
Wait,
gonna
draw
do it.
what?
to
It's
try,
like
What?
the actual anatomy of a
try
shark.
to draw the anatomy.
What?
Oh boy.
Because all
Good
of the
luck.
organs are in their head.
Oh god.
Literally every vital
No.
organ they have. I think every
Just-
vital
just
organ
in
they
the
have is in
world.
their
Just the
head.
normal anatomy, not the other stuff.
They just have
Not part of
massive
anatomy.
heads.
Oh dear, Brennan. Okay.
No, it's the same as human. No, it's the same as human.
Showing me, I'm right.
Where is it all fitting?
Not even the Shulks know. Just don't
Don't
ask. The Shulks don't even know.
The skull
wait.
is a
Wait,
pocket dimension.
wait, no.
Yes.
Yo, wait, the skull has a pocket dimension, so people like hunt shulks to use their skulls. It's like exotic animal hunting.
No.
Oh,
No.
Oh no, that's so bad.
Oh my god.
No, but no, really though, better solution. If everything organ-wise is just in the head, the rest of their body is whatever shulky material. So everything, all their organs and stuff is smaller because they have less stuff that they need to like maintain.
Well, I guess it does make
Like a
sense.
small animal.
Yeah.
I guess that
Wait,
works. I
Wouldn't
guess
that mean
that
that
works.
they
I
all?
guess.
Wouldn't that also mean that they have less energy, like a small animal?
Well, you'd think most of their energy would be, I guess it'd just kind of be magical because of their shape shifting stuff they got going on.
I love how you're like, we're not
Please
talking
don't.
about this, and proceeds to talk about it for like 10 minutes.
Please don't tell me you're going with the logic of, oh, it's the answer is magic.
Well, I mean,
Hi, Brenna.
And,
That's,
I mean, if the rest
everyone
of
says
their...
hi.
Happy listening.
But no, see, if the rest of their body is like all just whatever shulky material that they like can shift around and do whatever, it's not really using energy. It's like something they're controlling separately. It would just use like mental energy, I guess.
So it's like
Connecting
someone
a
using a
Bluetooth
mech
device.
suit.
Yeah, it's like their whole body is just like a machine, like
Yeah.
Titan is now. But not really.
An
More
organic
of a
machine
magical
made
machine or
made of
organic. Yeah,
shulk.
yeah, stuff like that.
Wait, do shulks have flesh?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's an organic body that they control.
Yeah,
Kind of
and-
But
like
it's not
how
like
snails
it's not
have
a
a shell.
real. But it's like not a flesh and it's not like a. It's not like
I mean,
a blood and
there
bone
have-
body.
Yeah,
though.
it would have to like still have some things to like function.
So, like I said, it's like your fingernails or your hair.
It's shulk goop. Shulk.
Ew.
something has to be translated into like an electric current or something to
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh
born with
god.
Okay, we need to continue the story,
Something.
guys.
I mean, this could be
yes.
an interesting segue because then you get. it's like-
Yes, welcome to Crown of Lies. This session we're only talking about Shulk Anatomy.
What's really funny is like you.
We should start a podcast.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, this is that would be some podcast.
No. No,
Oh dear.
I got your solution. Just give all shulks very, very short-range telekinesis, and the rest of their body is just the material they're manipulating with their
Yes.
telekinesis.
They have telekinesis
Where did
within
they
6
get
inches.
the body from?
It's just like a
Brenda's giving me
fluid
a weird
material, but they use their telekinesis to manipulate it and harden and use it as a body. It's perfect. Because they're actually
Actually,
just
maybe
heads.
not. Maybe not that.
I
They're
kinda
just
hate to
heads.
break this information to you. If you kinda read the end of the first book, Kanks' writing, Shelly actually came out with the body.
Dang it!
She came out of the box with the body, so that idea doesn't work.
Guys, shulks are the
Wha-
ultimate puppeteers.
No.
Well,
While
the funny
they're in
thing-
the box, they gather up their material and energy to give themselves that body. It's like a cocoon.
Oh my god, it's so convoluted. We're gonna have to talk about this after this session.
Well, the real.
Transformation like a butterfly.
real-
Their
the really-
box form is like a
They
cocoon.
come out. They come out and they have a body.
Oh my god.
This is just gonna be a separate thing now. Like just like it's distracted by this for like 20 minutes.
Listen,
Well,
we
the funny
can
thing
make
is
The
it
the
work.
title's just gonna be weird. The title's gonna be we tried to continue the story, but we get distracted by Shulk Anatomy.
Well, the funny thing is then you can translate that and be like, all right, there's all of this, and then we have Titan, who is literally
How does
just
he-
the head.
It's just like, how does he work? How does he work?
How did this
It would
happen?
still work the same. He has telekinetic abilities to move the Iron Golem body.
Invisible nerves.
Wait,
Something.
guys, maybe the way that it works is that they are they're like a hermit crab where
Oh
They
my
they
find
god.
they
something.
come out with their own body, but they can find other bodies to use.
What?
So really, the Shulk is just the head.
So that
and
doesn't
then
work
they
for Titan.
manipulate
That
their
doesn't
other
work for
material.
The body
That's
is
not how
like a
Titan got the
shell.
body. That's not how
The
Titan
body's
got the
like the
body.
show.
We can retcon. Make it work.
This feels like an episode of Distractable right now.
We're very distracted. Hey, if it's gonna be any
Dude, what would
session, it's gonna
happen?
be this one.
Wait, how did he get the body then? Did he not just steal it from an Iron Golem?
No,
Well.
he didn't.
No.
Oh,
Actually,
I figured he was just like he took the parts from a golem and started using them.
well, that's funny because we actually talked about this before. Well,
We
made the
did
character.
talk about this.
So, in character, he can answer this. Whoopsie. Pump my chair.
so where'd you get your
You're gonna-
the body
you're gonna
from,
break-
Titan?
You're gonna break our
Oh,
whole
boy.
scientific system here.
You're cutting out
It's
bad,
kind
dude.
of a long story. It kind of requires me to talk about the Warrior of Abyss for a little bit.
Oh, well, will that make you rageful?
No,
It's okay, you don't have to talk about it.
It kind of only happens when I'm fighting him.
What?
That's fair.
Yeah,
You get the bloodlust.
I did fight him. As you can tell, I lost.
Sorry about that.
Nah, it's fine. It happened. It's in the past. I'm still alive. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
How are you alive?
I'm not even sure myself, but when I woke up after my defeat, I couldn't seem to move my body, and it was completely disconnected. I didn't have a body. So it's like I kind of had nowhere to go. I tried making it to my workshop. I was trying to build up an iron golem before all of that happened.
Yeah.
Wait.
And
That's
then
right.
just from the corner of my eye, I see like this bright yellow
What?
thing.
Huh?
What?
Think it think it ended up using some like magic or something, and it kind of just connected my head to the golem's body, and here we are.
That is
Hmm.
surprisingly vague.
Aw.
So you don't even know yourself. what
I
happened,
don't
really.
even know how I lost my body. I know I fought him and I lost. I think he tried to behead me but failed.
I don't think he failed.
I don't think you can behead a shulk.
Because I mean, if you
Right.
like try,
Well,
if you try to
clearly he
do
found
that,
a
they'd
way.
still be
I mean,
but
if your
I don't think he
body's
found a way.
gone, I think he succeeded.
Wait. If
I would
he
assume
cut your
so.
head off and you left, were you just like a floating head?
kinda. I can
Is it
barely
common?
float.
Is it common to
they're
see?
teleconnected.
No, is it common to see shulks as just heads? Like floating, like flying around?
I mean,
Wait.
I mean,
Musk, I'll let you
if
answer
look at
this
Shelly-
question.
Okay, if you look at Shelly when she was a baby, like she was able to fly in the box. They were like extremely light.
Do they stay
Wait,
light
wait,
when they
no.
get older?
No,
Wait,
the box gets
tele-
heavier and thus begins the transformation. Around like 6 to 8 years old, they begin the transformation.
Telekinesis is perfect. Because even in Minecraft, shulks literally are a floating head in a box.
How do they do it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It works. It works.
Yeah, it does.
They have telekinesis.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay,
To
we're
a
getting
very
sidetracked
minor extent.
Here we go
We're
again.
getting sidetracked
We're
again.
It's world building.
Hey, yeah, it is
We're
world
all
building.
getting
I'm
sidetracked
enjoying
again.
this so much.
So in that case, you really could just see like a little a shulk head floating around.
It's
If they lost
it's kind of rare. You rarely ever see shulks get beheaded because most of the time
Yeah.
when a beheading does happen, they actually aim for the head, not the neck.
Yeah, if they lost like their body, the material of their body, they'd just be a head going around.
I would also say that when it comes to like folks' heads, they do get like heavier when they're an adult, so they can't like float around in the same aspect that they would be when they're still. I don't know if the shulkling's the right word or not, or a shulker. Still like the little in the
Shulking?
box. A shulkling, a
Yes, sir.
shulking.
A shulky.
Their capability is very limited.
So basically, it's just like,
They just hover off the ground.
yeah. So it's one of those things where it's like it wouldn't be like something that they wouldn't be able to survive like that.
Yeah.
Just after a while, they would kind of just give up.
It would
Give up on the passive
basically
time take the course.
That's fair.
it would basically be the equivalent of being a vegetable. Just like a slightly hovering vegetable. You know, as vegetables do.
Goodness.
But yeah.
Wait.
It's just
Do you mean a literal vegetable? The way you said that was
No.
kind of
well. Oh wait,
the
no,
way saying the way vegetables do, man. That's kind of messed up.
no. I meant a literal vegetable in that with that part.
Okay.
That's not
In
how I
this
took it.
context, that did not.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That yeah, we're yeah.
That
Sorry,
did not
man.
go well in this context.
You know what? That's okay. I
Oh,
probably should have.
goodness.
I could have worded that better.
Yeah, because we're talking about like beheading and all this.
Anyways,
Oh gosh.
oh, you guys have.
We're
You guys
definitely
need,
okay after the
Oh,
after the
no.
session. We're definitely just gonna have to talk about how this works.
Please,
oh boy.
please.
We're about,
I
we're about to have
got
just
it
like
for you. I
we're
got you.
about to just make a Google slide.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Part of me's like, all right, we might just have to end the session a little early to do that to make sure I got time. Because I want to be part of this.
We
But I have to
we
get
end
the
the
better
session
because
and
I
then
have to
hard
get up at
cuts.
6 in the morning.
and then during editing, it's just hard cuts.
Like,
Oh,
sorry
man.
guys, we're not having a session today, and then it just ends there.
Yeah, the the Shulker life cycle.
Oh, I just had a stupid idea. What if we did it in character?
Oh boy.
No.
Alright, we'll have to write it down somewhere.
Moment.
Write it down. We'll
Titan
come back
teaches
to it
us
later.
about Shulks.
I'm opening a Google Doc as we speak.
We're just gonna.
Oh my gosh.
no.
Alright, we'll just
Oh,
have
guys, it's like
Astro there
Silbo's like,
until later.
guys, how does the anatomy of Shulks work? And we're like, well, you see, and then we like get like a slideshow up, and we're just.
It's like, oh look at
So
this.
what did it? So
Here,
first,
here, take a
the
look at
Shulk
this
is born
major
in this
image.
little box.
Yeah, here, let's take a look at this major image
box
as we
is
quickly
like a
explain all of
cocoon.
these things. Okay.
Oh, it's
Oh my
Alright. So in front of
Alright,
you is a
anyways.
bridge.
Get in the
Oh,
water.
Anyways, title of the doc.
Title.
Title of the doc is Shulk Anatomy.
No. If you look at if you
Shulk
look,
anatomy
if you look in the
class.
if you look in the VC chat,
Okay, wait, let me look.
Oh boy. Hey, that is very true. Listen,
know what?
man,
Yeah.
we had to figure it out.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Okay. So you guys have the bridge in front of you. So you guys are you're casting water bubble, correct?
Yes, I look at Titan like I can get you across. Just hold your breath for a bit. Try and shove him in the sphere of water.
Okay.
and then it just doesn't work
if
as
he
he sex.
allows it. Huh?
And then it doesn't work because he sex.
Oh no, it would
Because he sees. Oh, it's magic.
actually that
long?
that would work because it requires the size, not the weight.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Okay,
he's
never mind.
large, right?
Yeah, he's large. He's large.
Yeah, so yeah, he fits. Large or smaller, they fit in the sphere. Huge or larger, they don't. They can't contain.
I see.
Yeah, we got you. Now we need to hurry because it only lasts a minute, and I can
Run.
move you
How slow?
300 feet, however much
Ah,
that is.
100 feet.
how long's the bridge?
Yeah, I guess 300 feet.
That's how
'Cause-
that's as
I was
far
look-
as it can go. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I will say that'll get you up 2 lengths, so you'll just need to use the water
Unless I
bubble
cast
twice.
another one.
Yeah, you'll just need to use it
Okay,
twice.
yeah, that works.
Um,
I
Just
converted
across.
how much I could move it per turn to just the time of the casting, because yeah,
Wait, I have
it
a
lasts
question.
1 minute in total, and it's like 30 feet per 6 seconds.
okay,
Guys, I have a
Adeline, what's your question?
Do Shulks get fall damage?
Yes.
Oh my god.
No, we gotta get away from this. Keep moving.
I'm
Shove,
genuinely
water bubble,
curious.
go.
Because what if
Go my water
like,
bubble.
when we have to
Yeah.
leave, we're gonna have to do this all over again. What if he just
He
jumps
can
off?
jump into the ocean unless he wait. No, he would. You know, we're near a coast. He could jump in the
he
ocean,
can
sink,
jump
and then
into
just
the
walk up
ocean.
to the shore.
Yeah. Wait.
If my lung
Can
capacity
he
would
hold his
allow
breath
it.
that long?
I
Depends.
mean,
Drown?
not that far. We're not that far from the shore, right?
And then watch for like 300 feet away from the shore.
You just gotta run and jump off the shore-facing side, and then just get out of the water as quickly as possible.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Ah,
Why did
Oh
I-
wait, no,
Okay.
I could just feather fall you. It's fine.
oh, Featherfell would work on all of you.
Yeah, then we can just float back down from here.
Oh, of course.
That'll be fine.
Wait, if we have feather falling, can we just cross the bridge light as a feather?
No, because it's only when you're falling.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
It's not like a weightlessness thing. It's just to stop
so
the fall.
He's in the bubble and he crosses the bridge. Now what?
Yeah, we made it.
You guys,
After a long tangent, we made it.
after quite an interesting
That tangent was very unnecessary.
it was
That
great.
tangent was very unnecessary, but here we are.
I don't think it was unnecessary. I think it was great. World building. Let's go. It was funny.
Oh man.
And it's tired. And then
Hey,
it's just
hey, we got a
after this
little, we
video,
got a
I'll-
little bit of
it's
story
like-
information out of that.
and then-
Yeah.
and then-
Guys, next session we need
as
to
soon as,
we need
this,
to
as soon as this video gets edited and comes out, it's just immediately after another video. It's just how the hell Ashok's anatomy works.
Or I was gonna say like next session at the beginning it could be like a screen share of just all right guys, so today we're going to show a slideshow that we made explaining the anatomy of a Shulk to the audience.
It's like, don't ask how this works. It just does.
Okay.
Don't ask how we have this. We just do. We just do. We're not gonna have it when we get back to the session.
Okay. So,
Oh man.
you guys make it up to this area. And you guys can clearly see that this area, the Viral Archipelago, much of it is in ruins. You can see very clear evidence of things burning. Most of the avian houses up here are made of wood. So fires can spread very quickly. But you guys can even see as like various trees have been like cut down and slashed. You can see a few places where islands seem almost to be like partially rotated. As you can actually see that the crystals on the bottom have been exposed, and you see that several of them have been cracked. Some of them are just completely missing. As the crystals that held up these islands have been destroyed, causing the islands to flip or things similar.
Man. How has this guy gone around for this long destroying things? How has he not been stopped yet? This is horrible.
I don't think anyone can stop him at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, what if we just get a bunch of people together and outnumber him?
I don't think that would work either.
I mean,
How are we
No,
gonna
if you're-
stop him?
that's what I've been saying.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I would love to stop him, and I did say I was gonna help you, but I've fought him before with like 3 other people, and we still couldn't do it.
We need to be a lot stronger than we are. That's what I've been saying. We don't have a chance. At least right now. There's no
See,
chance.
that's also why I said we need to come up with a plan. Because if we use our brains instead of just straight up like guns a-blazing, maybe we might have a chance.
Well, you already know my thoughts on this. if we're gonna go after him, the more time we take to travel around, get stronger, the better. I mean, even like I've been talking about, or I mentioned before, going after this artifact, it's been making me stronger, making my trident stronger, and we're gonna
I mean,
need
I
that
also have this
power.
bow.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna need whatever power we can get. We shouldn't just rush into anything.
That sounds smart.
Looks at Titan.
What?
But you're the one
Yeah.
who wanted to attack him with no plan.
Listen, man, I don't care. I don't care if there's no plan or not. I want him dead.
Well, you're not gonna kill
Well, he's not
him.
gonna
He's not
be
gonna
without
get
a plan.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but you can't do it just by doing it that way.
I understand that.
All right. Well, let's keep moving then.
You guys look around. As Adeline, you're searching for what you're looking for. Yeah, you're searching for the drumline ruins. Yeah, searching what you're looking for. Of course, that's yeah. That's redundant.
Yes, that is very true. We are searching for what we're looking for.
Exactly. And eventually you find it. You remember that the Drumleb Ruins was actually on its own little separate island. And you're actually able to clearly see as this is one of the islands that has actually been tilted on its side.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Let's go
as
there.
It is now like a tower that is it is now like ever so slightly pointed downwards. It is also slightly separated from the mainland, so you guys will need to figure out how to get there too. But if anywhere's going to have crystals, that is the most technically advanced area, and probably your best shot.
I mean, I could teleport myself there and go alone, but if we think it's dangerous,
Well,
we could find
I mean-
another way.
Your teleport isn't very long range.
Yeah, your teleport's 30 feet.
Never mind.
Oh. We might. Is it at the same level of the other islands, or is it like lower?
It's around the same level.
So we can't jump down to it.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking like Featherfall, just make a leap for it. But if it's relatively at the same level.
Oh my gosh, guys, we build a catapult.
What?
We build it. Wait. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so we can use a tree that splits into like 2 trees as like the base, and then we can get something stretchy as the.
You mean a slingshot?
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. We make a slingshot and we slingshot ourselves over there. Unless you want to build like a full-on catapult
structure. It could go either way.
Where would we get a giant stretchy band?
Well, it doesn't have to be stretchy. But the tree needs to be stretchy.
Oh, I guess that's a good point. If the tree bends, though, it's still kind of.
If the tree bends, it could still work.
Yes. Can we just say I bought a new rope when we went to that town because my last one was
in that
full
case,
speed?
do you just want to spend
Fair
2
enough.
gold pieces to buy a new rope?
Okay, I'll
Gold, like
quality
rope.
rope.
General traveling supplies isn't too expensive.
remove. Okay, I just spent 2 gold. Okay, guys.
The other alternative, because we all are pretty athletic, we could all just try and make a jump for it.
Dude, you know how far
Like
away
long
that is?
jump. Well, how far away is
Huh?
it?
It's around
Too
50
far.
feet.
How many?
Come
50.
on. 50.
50?
50. Why
Nah,
don't
I
you want to
can
go
do
with
it.
my cool
I
idea?
can do it.
Come on, slingshot, you guys. That sounds
Let's
Oh,
see.
wait. Apparently Titan can manage
Rule
it.
of cool.
I have a high enough
Oh.
athletics.
Let's all climb onto his
Oh,
shoulders.
you do have
and then jump.
you have both
Well,
proficiency and
technically-
advantage.
Well, technically, by the long jump rules, you can go 29 feet because it's your strength score is how many feet you can cover.
Is that a standing long
So
jump
you'd
or
get a
running
little over
long jump?
halfway. A running long jump. A standing long jump is half.
You guys, Kai, you also have your trident.
I do have the jump. Yeah, I do have the jump spell. I could just cast that on each of us to give us the extra.
Wait. Wait!
I think we'd
I
all be able to
just-
make it then.
I have another idea.
Barely.
I have another
Uh-huh.
idea. How far can you throw your trident?
I mean, pretty far. Why?
Okay, I'll tie my rope to your trident, and then you throw the trident to the island, and it'll stab into the island, and we can use it like a grappling hook, and then we can like climb along the rope to the other island.
You do remember we just had to bubble Titan because he is massively heavy. My trident is not going to hold him on a rope.
Well,
Okay,
he's
second
able to
idea.
jump.
Yeah,
Pretty
he can
far.
jump.
Yeah, he can
He
jump.
can
fine.
jump.
Not all
and
the
then-
way.
And then you and I can use the rope, or since you're so good at throwing, you can just throw me to the island,
What?
What?
and then
Wait, we just have Titan throw us.
yeah, Titan throw us.
It's the fastball special.
I'll let you guys.
If you guys fall,
Wolverine.
if you guys fall, you're legally not allowed to blame me.
Legally.
Wait. You can throw us, and I can feather fall once we're going in the air so we can get more momentum. Perfect.
It could work. Dusk, you are muted, but
I'm aware if Emily's talking to me.
okay.
Ah.
If you want to do that, I'd be all right with that. That, or I think the rope idea would work for Adeline and Kai very well. Titan is like
True.
Titan has a 29 strength score. So
Yeah, he's very strong. No?
So he really can just jump. Especially if you
I'm
had
gonna
if you
throw
had
the
the
both of I'm gonna
if you
throw
had
the
the-
both of you, and I'm gonna jump.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess I
Am I-
could
am I
just give.
Am I just rolling? Am I just rolling fly strength?
Well, I was just saying, I guess
Um,
I could just give Titan the jump effect, and then we could do the rope thing for.
Actually, no. Wait. If you just cast jump, I can carry the both of you.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's what I. That.
That's
Oh, that's a
What
good
if he
point.
a good
That's
point.
a good point.
That's
I can just
What if
I can
he
just give
jumps?
you the
An
jump
extra
boost and then we
300
just ride
pounds isn't gonna
along.
mean anything to him.
You guys. I'm like,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
just-
because he's
each one
already
of us
weighs a
sits on
massive
He,
his
he
amount.
already
shoulder,
weighs
and then he
5,000 pounds. Just
Yeah, how much
Okay,
more-
hold on.
Okay, that works.
God.
I'll give you the
Okay,
power
get
of
on.
jumps, the power of
Okay.
hops.
Titan, roll a athletics check.
Watch me roll a one.
You have
Oh,
advantage,
no.
by
Okay, I
the way.
did. Okay, I
you
did.
you already have it. I
That's
think you
only one
al-
of- That's.
Oh wait, that's only when
one
you're
of
raging.
Yeah. That's a 25.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Nice.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool.
Like you
Guys,
guys,
this is
we went
taking
from,
too
like,
long.
you guys run and jump. As Titan, you land. This isn't like an easy platform to land on, considering it's like this island has been like
I
flipped
feel
on
like
its
you would
side.
just obliterate the platform. The stone's gonna just
Well,
you
it's like a cannonball and just goes right through it.
you
we just break straight through the building and
You
plummet
try
into the
and-
ocean.
you try and jump on part of the building, and you actually crash through the wall. But you
Yeah,
do manage to, but it slows your fall just enough.
Oh man.
That you are able to land within, and you guys are now within the Drum Labs, the Drum Lab ruins.
We're in.
Yeah,
This
Really
room
weird
appears
is
to
the most.
This room appears like it was once like a
Mhm.
living room area. Like furniture's disheveled and stuff like that. I mean, everything's on its side, but you do also see various evidence of like slashes through different parts of the building and stuff like that.
Yikes.
It does seem that the word of this was in here. Although, when you look at where these slashes are, it doesn't seem to be focused on people all that much.
Just
as-
destruction.
Mostly just destruction. You see like a briefcase that's been opened. Or not briefcase, like like a filing cabinet, something similar. The equivalent of a filing cabinet. Where you see research. Like littered all around it. It seems like the warrior for their strike here was different. Less
I
about
was
He was
angry,
looking for
man.
people. It seemed like there was some sort of motivation. That was not to just.
He was either looking for something or he just has some like vendetta with this place.
Yeah. Oh man. Also, I love how we went from like the most convoluted ideas to the simplest idea and trying to figure out how to cross that gap.
Yeah.
Went from let's build
A
a
giant-
catapult to let's
Giant
jump.
slingshot.
Yep, that's great.
Throw me.
It's like,
Oh,
you
man.
could build a
Alright, yeah,
slingshot, or you could just jump across the gap.
Just jump. Yeah. All right. Well, let's look around.
Okay. I want all of you guys to roll perception or investigation, whichever you
Alright.
perception, actually probably investigation, actually that would probably be better. Or more accurate to what you guys are
Alright.
doing.
Oh.
15.
Oh. 11.
Edo, you rolled the highest.
I did.
Man,
Yeah, I got a
we
14.
already did horrible.
Wow. You guys are not great at investigating. That's fine.
I rolled
actually-
a 3.
Let
Actually,
me roll
Adeline,
Listen.
I believe you still do have your portent. I don't remember what you rolled for portent.
Yeah, what were your
I
values
should
on
have had
that?
it. I should have had it written down, or do I get a new one at this point? Because I've had the same portent for like 2 sessions.
Where do you know where you wrote it down?
Yeah, it's on my phone. Oh wait, it was on the 19th of last month, and it says I haven't used any of them. I rolled an
What were
11 and a
they?
6.
Well, if you use either of those, your score will be better.
Way better, yeah, because you rolled a
You rolled
two,
two.
so your score would go up.
Because
a
your
ton.
investigation is
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with the 6 so I can save the 11 for something.
Oh, I would have
Or-
gone
I mean,
for
the
11.
6 might be more.
The 6 might be
valuable.
better because you can use this as a penalty.
Okay, I
Yeah,
guess
11 is like very middle of the road, so it's not actually that useful.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use the 11.
Okay. What does that make it now? That makes it a 25.
24?
That's 11 plus 13.
I think it's
Yes,
14.
24. Yeah.
14. Well, my
Yeah.
investigation is 13, but my perception is 14.
Oh, I was looking at your insight. My bad.
Um,
Because I have your character sheets up. I like doing that. So, okay.
At least one of us can see something.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Adeline, you're searching around. You're trying to like look for what you can find. Well, yeah. Goodness, I need to work on my words. You are looking for where you feel like these pressurized crystals would be. And you try and look and think like where you remember it being. Like the lab being. Because you know that the lab was kind of in a downstairs position. Which is now much more sideways.
And upstairs.
Yeah, as you guys are standing on the wall. You look around and you actually see that there is a door that you remember led into like a staircase that went down into it. Luckily for you, you have a climbing speed. So you're able to climb up and into this door. And Kai and Titan, you guys might be a little bit harder pressed to try and follow her, but you can do it.
Surprisingly, Titan has a climbing speed. Actually, I was just looking at
I have a
that out of
climbing speed?
curiosity. It says you have 20 feet of climbing.
Oh, what? Okay, I'm climbing. Hop on.
Yeah, I knew I didn't have any, but I was curious. It says you have 20 feet
Where
of
do you have
climbing.
climbing from? Oh, maybe
That's
Shulk.
a great question.
It might be Shulk.
No, Shulk does not
I'm
have
gonna
climbing
be
speed.
honest. Seeing a giant iron guy
Huh?
climb is really scary.
Where is that? Yeah, where is that coming from?
Where is that coming from? I'm actually
What
Because,
feet
I mean,
do
it's
I have?
on the sheet.
species traits,
What feet
maybe.
do I have?
Is it
I don't think
because
it's-
of your class?
No, class, maybe.
It's not species trait. It's not species trait.
What?
I don't know.
Where does it say? What?
I don't. Actually, wait.
Weird.
Hold up. Maybe one of your items.
Might be one of my feet.
Oh, feats probably. Durable.
Alert, great fighting, tough. Nope. Nothing
No.
here.
What?
Take his climbing privileges away.
Why do I have a climbing? Why do I have a climbing speed?
That's a good question.
It says you
Beyond.
do, but I don't know.
Where the heck is that time speed? Oh wait, no, it is Shulk.
Huh?
So wait,
Oh.
okay,
He's
'cause I
using his telekinesis.
I pulled out Lum's sheet,
Yeah.
just to verify. Wait, what?
No, because I needed to pick up a feat to get a climbing speed.
Wait.
It's a mystery.
Okay, so here's the
Why
really
is it
weird thing.
Huh?
Lum has 10 feet of burrowing.
But yeah, you also
Titan
have a
has
burrowing
20
speed.
feet of burrowing. But 20 feet of climbing, while Lum has 30 feet of climbing.
I had to. Okay. I have 30 feet of
Wait,
climbing
that-
because of athlete. But the problem is, I
Wait,
don't think I
that's
ever
another
had a climbing
thing.
speed before I picked that up.
But the question is, where the heck is the
That's another thing. How
burrowing
does
speed
Titan have a
coming from?
burrowing
Where's
speed?
the
Yeah, that's a
burrowing
really
speed
weird
from?
one.
That's
was
what
a
I'm
really
trying
weird one.
to
Was that-
figure
Is
out.
That was a little
item?
drill.
Is
Maybe?
it some item? I'm looking.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
You know what? This is going to be quite
Man.
an
In the
interesting
world?
mystery. I will have to look into this. That'll be another thing to do during that little brief
Guys,
period of time we
very
get.
This whole episode is only like 20% story.
20% story, 80%
It
speculation.
doesn't look like any. It doesn't look like any of your items.
Yeah.
What? Like, where is that coming from?
We can turn it into
That
a
is
species trait
weird.
because of the morphable hands. So, but Titan shouldn't have it.
Yeah,
because
they
he
can
doesn't
climb
have
and
them
they can like.
anymore.
They
But,
can
Yeah.
but since
with
Titan
their
doesn't have the
fingers.
morphable hands anymore, and since he doesn't have the morphable arms anymore, he shouldn't
He
have
shouldn't
that.
be able to. You're taking away your own movement.
Yeah. Take away his climbing speed.
No.
Okay, I'm really
Dang.
curious. All right.
Yeah, I don't know where that's coming
Oh, we're about to
from.
turn this into 90% speculation, dude.
So,
So weird.
oh, okay, wait. So I'm looking at the Shulk thing now.
It must
Okay.
just be like the base
So
of
it's-
Shulk. Yeah.
So it's not in the hand morph. So it's certainly not there. But you know, like, there's the three things.
Where is that coming from?
Is it natural armor?
I don't
It
think it's
doesn't.
natural
The
armor.
description
No.
doesn't.
No, it's
say
not.
It is.
Where the heck are you getting that?
I don't. I don't know.
What in the world?
Wait, yeah, because, okay, so I'm looking at this, because you get a bonus to armor class, and then there's the unarmored bonus thing, which I should actually change to not stack with barbarian stuff and monk stuff, because that is really broken. But
You say that, yet Bingus has higher AC than me.
I know. So I'm not going to worry about changing it for Champions of Dusk. But I'm just like, where is this coming from? Because
Such a mystery.
Titan shouldn't have that. Unless...
He never picked up athletes, so I don't know where he's getting it from.
Like,
is there? Wait. Also, your languages are none. You
None.
don't. You can't comprehend language.
Wait, what? I feel like you said this before.
I can speak common, but I can't understand it.
Oh no.
So I don't even know what I'm saying.
Oh, Jeff.
you know what? This is just... You know what?
What? That's so
I'm
weird.
not seeing it anywhere. I don't know what happened. Because...
What is?
You
it
shouldn't
coming
have-
It's
from?
not there.
But, I don't know.
Yeah. Something's causing it, according to D&D Beyond, but who knows what?
Where is it coming from?
What I want to know is where's the caveman?
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, huh. Well,
But you know, for the sake of
Wow.
convenience, I'll let him use the climbing speed to follow Adeline.
yay.
You guys
This one.
do what you can to
I'm just tagging along.
move around, and kind of climb up. There's like loose floorboards and such. You guys can manage to climb up and use like a ladder. But Adeline, you go into this lab room and like it's a mess. I mean, you can't really expect much. It was likely a mess even before the entire place got thrown on its head.
Oh. Literally.
You see that there's paper in various places, but as you use your portent ability to kind of help boost this, you feel yourself drawn to a small construct. It seems to be... You're not very familiar with constructs. But you're able to see that on this construct there is a there's a little inscription on it. And it says DRM-5. This golem seems to be somewhat damaged. But yeah, that's what you see.
What does that mean?
That's a good question.
So, I mean, you can for
Whatever you do,
can-
don't start. Whatever you do, don't start speculating. It's gonna bring us back to the show.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Outside of
it's an inactive golem. You said?
yeah, it's an inactive
Is that what you
golem,
said?
kind of like somewhat of a. It's a construct, but yes.
Oh my gosh, guys, it's the robots from Castle in the Sky.
No way.
We're in the lab in
This
the
is
sky.
Castle in the Sky.
Ah, yes, the robots.
All right, but, okay, we need to stay. We're getting sidetracked so easily. We need to focus. We gotta find this crystal we need.
Ah, yes.
Does the construct have a crystal?
You investigate the construct. Give me an investigation check.
All of us?
Oh boy, here we go again.
Just Kai.
Hiya.
Okay.
That's not bad. That's an 18. And I can guidance for +4. Hiya. 21.
Okay, you investigate. You take a look at this golem. And you get the general. You don't. You get this. Well, you can see that this appears to be some sort of like it's kind of like a assistant of sorts. Something that would be able to help handle like dangerous materials and stuff like that.
Oh,
Kind of like a lab
interesting.
assistant. They would likely hold lots of information. However, you don't see any crystals in it. However, the golem doesn't look like it's too far off from repair. So you guys could potentially try and repair it.
Who here is good at repair?
Well, the bigger question is, would it be friendly?
Good question.
Well, if not, there's 3 of us and 1 of him. We can just boom.
I mean, I could try and get it working. I am a bit
Ooh,
of a
handyman
tinkerer.
Kai.
Yeah. I've literally got tinker's tools. This
Know
is my
that.
kind of job.
Wow, Kai.
Alright, let me take a look at this guy.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check.
Boy, that's not gonna go very well. Hiya. Oh, but I rolled really well, thank goodness. That's a 22 actually. I only had a +4, but I got the roll I needed.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay. You kind of tinker around. There's various like wires and such you can mess around with. You find a few places that seem to be a bit disconnected. And you pull out. Okay.
Adeline.
Something funny. You take a look at these wires and you kind of like you work with them for a few minutes, and normally this would be a relatively complicated task because you've never really worked on a construct before. But you mess around with it, and you're able to see that the golem in itself is actually mostly functional. It's just something with its power supply. You're able to just kind of quickly connect it and boot it up.
Let's hope this thing doesn't attack us.
You see as this golem kind of it picks itself up off the ground and looks around all of you. Hello, I am DRM5. How may I assist you?
Hello. Do you know where we can find the crystals around here.
Of course. You can find them in the lower compartment. In the trap door in the and it looks around the room. Well, this is different. And it's going to point at what appears to be a trap door. It's covered by a decent amount of stuff. These crystals are used for construction of ships and artificial islands.
Yes, a ship is actually what we're hoping to do with it.
It's glad to hear it. But before you'll take it, I will need to get permission from my master. Do you know where he is?
Oh.
Who's your master?
My master is Dr. Owain Drone.
We don't know where
I'm-
anyone is.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're the only thing we found around here. Do you know what happened before you were shut down?
Let me search my memory. Give me just a minute. And you're gonna see is it doesn't like shut off, but like it kind of just like stares off into the wall as it seems to it seems that the last thing I remember I was shut down. I was shut down after.
You don't remember?
I. Yes, I was shut down after some progress on Project God Eye.
What is that?
That is. Unfortunately, that is for restricted information.
I see. Well, I don't know if your master is around here anymore. I mean, you saw looking around the place. Something happened here. We're not sure what. Although we have a pretty good idea.
Given the state of the lab, that does seem probable. I give that there is likely a 83% chance, given the current date and time and the state of the lab, that my master has likely perished.
Sorry.
You do not need to apologize. I do not have emotions.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure what I'm not sure what to say from here. Are you still unable to help us then because you need authorization?
Well, given the current situation, you won't be able to receive authorization unless you know someone else. Know someone else. Do you know if Silvo is living?
Yes, actually. But she isn't here with us. We do know Silvo.
Great. As she is the daughter of Dr. Drone, she would be able to extend permission.
What about a friend of Silvo?
Well, given the current circumstances, you might also be able to override the permission.
I mean, didn't Adeline like live here for a time with Silvo and her family? The construct possibly knew her, right? Remember that was part of the story. Was she stayed with them for a while?
You would actually, within the storyline, Adeline was actually only there for like a brief amount of time. Like,
Oh,
for-
was it? I thought.
yeah, it was like basically like for like a space
I
of an
thought it
afternoon.
was. Oh, I thought it
Did
was
this-
longer than that for some reason.
Did this golem exist when Adeline was here?
Yes.
So-
Although it's
Did
not
you
something that
recognize it?
it's something that it wouldn't have been actually. Roll me a history check, see if you remember.
Hey yo.
Because this isn't something I wrote about back then, but it's definitely something that would have been.
I rolled a nat
Alright, I'm back.
20, you guys.
Yo.
Oh
Okay.
my
Okay.
goodness.
With the nat 20, you actually remember.
Yo, you and this construct are homies.
You don't remember this construct very well, but you actually remember it being shut off. That it was in this
Aw.
room shut off. It seems like it was shut off before you arrived. That
Oh.
whatever
He's been
this-
shut off
Wait,
for
it's been-
years.
That long? What the? That is weird.
have it that apparently that this golem has been shut down since the either whatever the conclusion of Project God Eye, as the golem
What
mentioned.
in the world is that? Huh.
This was something
Wow.
from a project from a long time ago.
Okay, well. I guess the only option then is either just try and look around anyways on our own, or try and
Well, they pointed
override
you. They
the
pointed you to
security
where
of the
they did point you to
construct.
where it is, but said that they will need permission. But they also said that if things don't work out, that it could potentially they might be able to override. Someone might be able to override their their permissions.
Do it, Kai.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about. Should I try and override it? I'm worried I'm gonna make it hostile. Maybe I just shut it back off and we go investigate on our own.
If it ends up being hostile, we'll fight it, and then we'll investigate on our own. It's as simple
Actually,
as that.
Titan, you probably would be even better suited to deal with a golem, considering you're mostly one.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, try it.
Try
Try it. If
Okay,
it doesn't
if we-
work, I'll
if we-
fund it off.
roll a. Okay, roll an Arcana check, but it wants you to add your proficiency bonus.
Me?
Yes.
Could I
You can guidance him.
request a short rest to investigate the construct a little more? And then I was
Yeah.
wanting to change my Whispers of the Dead ability so I can actually have Arcana proficiency there.
Okay,
'Cause I can do
yeah.
that with any
Yeah.
short rest.
Absolutely.
So like
if you want
flavor
to,
is like I
I
spend
will-
I spend like an hour or so investigating the construct.
I will say you guys can both do it. And then
I
whoever
got a 19.
you got a 19. Okay, let's see what Kai rolls as well.
Let's see.
With that, you guys can take a short rest. Spend an hour trying to kind of.
And then
figure
you're
this out.
saying
Wait, all of us?
you're saying add proficiency?
Yeah, add your proficiency. Well, you don't actually. Well,
Not great. If I was adding proficiency, that would
oh, that was
or
proficiency. That was for Titan.
That would have been
Sorry,
a dirty
that was
20.
sorry. That was for Titan.
That was for Titan.
I forgot. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
so I
use
got a
Titans.
16.
You guys work on it for a bit. You guys aren't super in depth, but with it, this technology is a little older. As you kind of like you turn them off, turn them back on a few times after tinkering with various things. And with a short rest, you actually are able to figure something out. You're not very great with it, as you end up really seeing all those restrictions when it comes to permissions for various information and things like that.
Oh,
But it seems like that'll be enough to be able.
Yeah.
But you're able to get permission. You're able to get permission, and you're pointed out, and like the sky crystals are under that that trap door. You'll need to move some of the things out of the way. They are encased in a special box. Do note that upon removing them, that you will only have around 6 hours before you'll need to put them into the ship. As once they have been moved from their original location, they will begin to destabilize.
Is original location like here in the lab or in the box? Can we move the box?
You can move the box, but the original location would be the lab.
Okay, so it doesn't really
And
matter.
they require very specific
Just have to
conditions.
move quick.
Yeah, they require very specific conditions in order to be moved. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you have more information on this project you mentioned? Are we
Yes,
able to
Project God Eye.
access that?
Yes, it was a Yes, this project was a weapons test.
Weapons test.
It was a theoretical weapon that would be able to allow regular people to fight light bearers.
oh.
That sounds kind of like what we would need.
Why was he trying to... Look, what was the point of this project?
It was at the request of the Avian monarchy. A good
What was the
20
outcome?
20 or 30 years ago. The project was eventually discontinued as it was suited as a weapon of that power was considered to be too dangerous even for the wielder itself, as it could
So, weapon of
potentially
mass
be used
destruction?
in many senses. Yes.
I have a feeling I know why the warrior was here.
Uh-oh.
Something's telling me he was trying to get it.
Is this weapon supposed to be in the lab? Is it kept here? Whatever progress was made with this project?
The project was never completed. It was discontinued.
Right. So was there any kind of prototype or details of the research kept here at the lab?
I hold a partial blueprint.
Could we take a peek?
Of course. Do you have parchment?
I'm sure we can find some around here. I'll look around for a piece of paper to give them.
Doesn't
You
Adeline
look
just have
around.
paper?
There's like all sorts of different things. And you see as it is. You like give it a thing and it like inserts it in one part and it kind of just makes printer noises. As it prints out this partial blueprint. You're able to see that this weapon, it seems to be somewhat designed. It's not of a weapon that you guys are familiar with in any extent. It is a very, it's
A rail gun.
pretty, is pretty a pretty foreign concept. There's only one thing that you guys have seen that is remotely close to what this is, and that would be the pistol that Solo has.
Oh, it is a gun.
Um,
Oh, Solo's pistol.
it is.
Hmm.
It is a supposed what is meant to be some sort of super weapon that could analyze and basically turn the light bearer state against the user. However, when you're looking at it, some things are encrypted. Nothing never. You look. There wasn't it. There are a few test logs of anything, and it never really worked.
Huh.
You look at this, and this is very complicated. You're able to get information about things, but you don't have any information of how it works or how it would need to be put together. In order to be able to get through any information of this variety, you would probably need to bring this to Silva, who would have a better chance of understanding it.
Maybe Silvo could like
Interesting.
complete it even.
Well, I mean, thinking about
Problem
it more,
there
I don't
is-
know if we'd ever need a weapon like this.
But
It's not what I thought it would be.
If it's against the Warrior of Abyss, you never know.
But
yeah,
well, it talks of light bearers. That doesn't sound like the warrior. It sounds like something he would want to use, if anything.
I
Yeah,
would
you never know.
also say that like it was also just meant for like targets of like higher power. You look in
so it's more
and
of a
you're actually able to find actually roll me an investigation check. Like there's like lots of logs here. That
This place is such a mess.
Literally.
Okay, that's and then after this, 17.
you look around and you actually with a little bit you actually find the notes from a meeting with the Avian Monarchy's like High Council, with like the military council that they have, where the God Eye project was declared forbidden.
Forbidden?
But
But they requested
So it
in the
is-
first place.
So it is a weapon of mass destruction.
um
man, if this got into the wrong hands,
It was never
That's gone into the
completed,
wrong
though.
hands.
It's not a
you
real
also
weapon yet.
you also
But
learned
it
that
could
it
be.
was also like the intention was there was actually multiple intentions with it. Not it was more of potential greater threats from the surface, if they were ever to rise up against them, which was provided by Dr. Drum. However, it was for the most part dismissed by the council, particularly in regards to a certain alloy or metal alloy called Starforge alloy, which is apparently some sort of armor or not alloy that has magical properties to it, making the user like resistant to magical attacks. and that this
Now
is
that
something
would be
that's meant to
helpful.
counter that.
Oh, it's meant to counter. Oh.
That type of alloy?
It's meant to counter armor and weapons used with that kind of alloy.
I see.
However, it's
So it's like anti magic.
yeah.
Interesting.
Wait.
It's a counter spell.
Does Warrior of Abyss have armor made of that?
You
might.
don't know.
I mean, with
Guys,
how
this could
strong
be
he
At
is,
very
I wouldn't be
least in character,
surprised.
you do not know.
Yeah.
But considering what you've seen of the armor, it might be. It's very possible. You've never encountered armor like that before.
Guys, we need to take this to Silvo. Like, this could be a powerful weapon. Like, powerful enough to, like maybe this is our ticket to defeating the Warrior of Abyss.
I keep on
know-
saying it's a weapon of mass destruction.
I know it's a very dangerous weapon, but I feel like this is a rare occasion where it's okay to use it. I feel like after...
I mean, it doesn't...
If we destroy him, we can destroy this weapon afterwards, because we don't want anyone else getting a hold of this thing.
If we can even stop
I mean, yeah. I mean, it doesn't sound like mass destruction, like anything that would cause widespread harm. It just sounds like a very, very powerful tool to use that you can focus against whatever enemy you're wanting to defeat. Doesn't seem like something that would just cause wild destruction or harm. It's more like giving an individual person like a super powerful weapon that they can target people with.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's something. It was never completed though, so yeah, like you guys were saying, if we wanted to make anything of this, we would need someone like Silvo who knows the technology better.
Yeah, we could take it to Silvo. I mean, I know Silvo doesn't like you very much. I could do it. You know, you don't. I don't even have to let her know that you're involved.
We'd probably have to put that on hold for the moment at least, because at the moment we need to get this ship up and running, and we need to visit the Sky Islands. Remember, we're on a bit of a time crunch here because we don't know when. But I mean, back to our main goal in all of this, we don't know when or if Lucky is gonna locate the artifacts we're after. We need to
That's
keep moving
true.
on that.
We could put this aside for now, but let's take these blueprints.
all right, Adeline.
Definitely.
If
yeah,
you're
let's
holding
keep
on
it
to
with
this,
us.
you may add a custom item and just put God Eye Project blueprints.
Okay. Oh, what the heck? It disappeared.
That or I can add that, whatever works best. But you guys are able to move things aside, and you guys are able to reach where the crystals are.
Okay, I've added it to my inventory.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do or interact with while you guys are here? Before
Do
you
you
guys
happen
leave.
to know how an anatomy of a shark works?
No, no.
Are there any anatomy books here?
Are there any anatomy
oh,
books here?
It's like,
We
oh
can
yes,
use
there are
them.
plenty. It just it
No.
goes up to the empty bookshelf as all of the books have been like emptied out onto the floor.
Oh no.
It's
Oh my
it's
God,
like
we
it
got-
goes like it
What
stops
have you
at the
done?
bookshelf. It looks down and starts looking at like everything that's all over the place. This place didn't used to be so messy back when I was
I would
in charge
not.
of cleaning.
I mean, I would imagine not. I mean, like this entire thing is like sideways.
Let's
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, it's like it like it like
Aisle.
goes. Yeah, it like is like it somehow is able to like climb the wall. It's just like yeah,
I
this
don't like
doesn't,
that image.
doesn't seem to be working right.
I mean, another question for you. Do you know what was in this? Because you mentioned there was a filing cabinet earlier that was like open and like empty or something, right?
Yes.
Like something was taken out of it. Does the construct know what was in there?
It has
So I
been
wanna
quite some
ask.
time since I was last activated. My databases on what is here may not be fully up to date. But if I remember correctly, that had lots of general information, particularly research about stars.
Oh no!
Can I just say I rolled a 21 in perception of just trying to find the Shulk Anatomy book?
Yeah.
Uh,
Do it.
you look
Oh,
around in
no.
the you find a book. It's mostly about like just like perm grasp and like just, like shulks, but also more about their culture and such. There's a spot that kind of like delves into their anatomy a little bit. And it is horrifying.
I'm
No
taking
one
this.
really knows, though. It
I'm
is
taking this.
horrifying.
It's horrifying. I'm taking this. I'm
Oh,
taking this.
no.
Finally, life's greatest question answered.
You are a shulk. Don't you know your own anatomy?
No, we never talk about it.
What?
No one
taboo,
knows because we
man.
don't talk about it.
What in the world?
Oh my god.
Well,
Apparently, it's too convoluted. Only our ancestors know.
well, I guess we learned a little more at least. Apparently the oh my
Don't mind me, I'm
gosh.
just dying.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently the warriors stole their research on stars, which, considering what we saw in the forest, makes a lot of sense.
And they're not
And is
confused
also
about
very
Shulk Anatomy.
concerning.
What is this?
Oh, shut up!
Perhaps the warrior of abyss is
No,
looking
oh,
on.
This is a very
no.
important
Joke,
question
joke.
that we need to know.
I'm just trying to get us back on track. I'm just like, please, please.
Oh boy. Oh boy. This is beautiful.
Remember your vengeance. Remember your vengeance.
But anatomy.
I can get sidetracked. I don't want to just fully focus on my vengeance. As soon as we leave, we're gonna go back to it.
It's like Titan is going to abandon his revenge quest and become a doctor.
It is time to get my doctorate.
He's going to go to
He
medical
becomes
school
like
so that he can learn how his folk
like
anatomy
a-
works.
No.
I'm going to leave the party. I will come back in a month with an entirely new class.
What?
Dude, what the heck? Bro becomes like a skulk apologist.
Like he becomes a knowledge domain cleric.
Wait, a skulk,
His entire build just gets changed. He's now a cleric.
He's now just a knowledge domain cleric.
He needs divine intervention to understand the Shulk anatomy.
Bro.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
What in the world?
Okay.
God, why do I see that happening now? No.
We can talk about this later if we want to make it canon. It'd be funny.
Doctor.
What?
Oh. Well then.
This
It's
is
like
this
it's
is
like he gets the
cursed.
ship built. He gets the ship built. He leaves. He leaves the party. He goes and gets
No,
his
this
doctor.
is cursed.
He like thanks losers and just leaves with the ship.
What?
And then he
No,
goes get his
gives
doctor.
us
It comes
the
back in like
ship.
2 weeks.
This is actually really funny.
What in the world?
And I love it because he's
Guys,
like
we'll
he's
talk
trying
about
to
it
do
later.
this with
Yeah,
like really
okay.
bad intelligence. Actually, he's
We'll talk
dexterity
about it later.
first. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, DRM, DRM5. He's taking a. He looks at the cabinet. It's like it's not many things about stars, including starcasting, the rate stars, and some potential of the stars. In particular, like things like Starforged weapons.
Well, that's concerning.
Actually, now that I think about it,
Huh?
that might also have information about the Starforged alloy that I mentioned earlier.
Definitely sounds like the warrior is interested in this stuff then, this alloy. That's just gonna make things even more
The interesting thing
complicated.
is
If
that
he gets his hand on that stuff, it sounds so powerful.
the thing is most people don't even know that it exists. If he already knows, he might already have it.
And why did he want this research? I assume he took it because don't know who
Or
else.
maybe he didn't want someone else to have it.
That's a possibility.
That's true. Just destroy the information. Ugh. Sounds like something he would do. I mean, the destruction around here, clearly they didn't want to leave this place in any usable form.
Tell me, who is this warrior? This.
That's a really good question. I don't know that much about him personally. These two might know more.
He's a really bad person who's been terrorizing and destroying towns for a while.
Oh, destroying towns. Alone? Does
As
he
far
have a
as we
following?
know,
Or is it just
I don't
him?
think so.
Then I calculate that there is a 75% chance that he already has Starforge alloy. As Starforge alloy would, an armor of that variety would allow almost even a regular person to be like a one-man army.
Do you think it's possible to remove him from that armor?
Not easily.
Well, it sounds like the weapon we've been looking at is exactly the kind of thing you would need.
You see,
What if we used magic?
It's anti-magic armor.
Oh yeah, you're right. What if I don't know. I don't know.
We have a Thanos moment. We just try and restrain him and pull the armor piece by piece off.
you see the armor. You see, knowledge of Starforge alloy and its uses are very limited. Many who have even discovered even some of the secrets have died with that knowledge and kept keeping them to themselves. There is much
What do you know?
unexplored.
What do you know about this alloy?
Trivia, what
Uh,
knowledge do you have?
the Starforge alloy um, is an alloy of various metals, but includes a unique ingredient: stars, crushed stars.
Oh. Oh.
It is the very act is by most is considered profane. Um,
Adeline
to
looks
dis-
absolutely horrified.
to destroy a star is
Stars?
to destroy a soul.
Yeah, they're alive in some form, aren't they?
Yes.
Who came up with that?
Hmm?
That's a good
That's
question.
horrible.
It is why it is frequently referred to as forbidden. If someone has gone to the lengths to create Starforge armor, it likely means that they are far beyond reasoning with. This was the reason the God Eye project was created, was in case something like this went wrong. Dr. Drum brought this before the Avian Monarchy before it was shut down, as it was figured that it wouldn't be needed.
Well, looks like they
Now
were
Adeline
wrong.
looks. Now Adeline looks pissed. She's mad.
Finally, someone understands my rage.
She's like, this guy needs to die, and like looks him straight
You
in the eyes.
understand! You understand!
At least now we have a potential solution. If we can manage to make this weapon a reality, it could give us the upper hand we need here.
It could potentially, but I would not rely on it alone. The few tests that were actually conducted gave a very difficult reload time.
Does that mean it only has
Required
one shot?
Very limited use.
very limited use. More of
We'd have to be very,
You'd have to
very
make the shot count.
conservative with this thing.
many times the shot would only be able to be fired once per day, maybe longer, depending on the thing. Actually, frequently the gun itself would take a lot of damage in the process. Required a very well aimed shot.
What an unstable weapon.
It never got past the initial phases.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I
This
do
is
have
giving
a little bit of footage, and they kind of pull up a little like minor illusion. And it shows, you can see like an avian man like fire this weapon, as you see it like basically completely melts this iron golem. Like dealing like, if you were to imagine like in damage numbers, it would probably be like a couple hundred. But you
Oh my
see that
gosh.
like there's like visible smoke coming from the weapon, and it looks unsafe to fire a second time.
Oh boy.
We need that.
Is this prototype from the video still around? Do the
No.
avians have
After
it?
after the operation was dismissed, it was shut down. Any prototypes were destroyed. This
Of
blueprint is
course.
all that remains.
This
Alright,
is
well, Another
This
thing
is-
to add to the list.
This is giving me atom bomb vibes.
Oh, it very much is like that.
It's a
Yeah.
very
It's a
Hey,
nuclear.
hey guys, look,
targeted
an atom
hand
bomb.
nuke.
This is just what we needed.
Oh boy, an atomic bomb!
We gotta nuke the warrior. I mean, if anything's gonna work.
I mean, what else is gonna work?
Exactly. Alright, well, let's get our crystal and hurry out of here. The ship is ready, right? Except for the crystal?
Yeah, yeah.
Because we apparently need to set this up quick.
Thank you so much for your help. What was your name again?
Of course. I am DRM5.
Thank you, DMR5, for your help.
Yeah, what are you gonna
course.
do now?
I will clean this place up.
Oh, oh, this poor
Well, good
construct.
luck.
Thank you.
Well, maybe
is my
we'll
duty.
be back someday.
It would be a pleasure to see you again.
All right, well, let's get the job done so we can get flying.
Okay. You guys grab 2 crystals. As you guys are going to need these crystals to be able to do it. You guys get what you need. And you guys begin to make your way back. You guys are able to jump over that thing. Actually, Titan, make another athletics check for me.
Wait, aren't we just gonna feather fall off?
Oh, actually, wait, you were
Weren't
gonna.
we gonna just like leap? Yeah, we were gonna like leap towards the coast and feather fall to try and get as much distance as we could.
That's
Wait,
right,
do we
you
have the
guys.
crystals?
Yes.
Yeah, we picked them up.
Okay. Okay, let's jump off a cliff.
Get a running start and just leap off. I feather fall.
We just need
It's
the-
I'm gonna
magical
long jump.
skydiving.
I'm gonna long jump and we roll another athletics.
Part of me.
Oh, that's a nat
See
20.
how far you go.
nice.
Oh my gosh! You're just carrying us to jump again, and we just sail through the sky.
It's just a
Cut out. Oh man.
Yeah!
Yeah, it's just the most perfect Titan jump plus the feather fall. We just sail through the sky.
Yeah, I just imagine like you guys
Oh,
just
goodness.
dive down. And I'm so you guys dive down towards the ground. Normally this would be insanely risky. But considering that you guys
fall.
got feather fall, you guys take a moment to skydive.
That's fun.
This is the coolest thing ever.
Um,
Yeah, how high up are we actually?
you guys are like several thousand feet in the air.
That's awesome.
Dude!
Wait, you know what's gonna make this even crazier?
Oh, what?
So, several thousand feet. The feather fall lasts a minute. It's 60 feet per 6 seconds. So
We
like
are-
that's only 600 feet over a minute.
Yeah,
I
you
would
got-
have to cast this like dynamically like mid fall as we're already sailing along for a bit.
Yeah,
it's like,
you guys-
feather fall go.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait till you guys are
It's
closer
like
to the
pulling the
ground.
parachute.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like pulling the parachute.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
I love that. Man.
This music is perfect.
Yeah, I just pulled this. I'm like, all right,
Real-
screw it. I'm pulling it up from Tears of the Kingdom because it's literally skydive music.
Seriously?
Man. You know,
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's
Honestly,
literally the
though-
music for the skydiving thing. Definitely recommend that game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Man.
Um,
Yeah. You know, honestly though, with Featherfall, I know the whole thing is like, yeah, you take no damage when you reach the ground, but you still fall pretty fast, like 10 feet a second. That's pretty fast still.
like it's fast, but it's enough that you're not going to like get
Not-
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
like we're falling in water anyway.
Well, we're aiming for as close to the coast as we can get, so we don't have Titan sinking to the bottom of the ocean.
It's deep enough, right?
Oh, you
We're not
guys are
falling into shallow water.
you guys this landmass is
Well, we're
it's like
Featherfall, so
it's
we're
pretty
fine.
close, so you guys actually are able to land like on the shore.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are able to go and install the crystals. As you guys have kind of figured out where they're supposed to be. And you're able to put them in. They're in these specialized chambers that kind of help give you guys a little bit of control of how high or low the ship is. But the ship will be ready in hours. This is your guys'
Awesome.
last chance to try and buy anything from the surface. I'm giving you the opportunity
Hi,
to do
she-
that now.
Kai, you should get ingredients.
Do I need more? I've got 11 because I stocked up as much as I could with my funds. So I've got 11 at
I
the
can't buy
moment.
anything.
Is it
Can
gonna be
I?
enough, or will I need more? Is the question. I mean, if we're traveling around, we can always come back to the surface somewhere to stock up if need be. I don't know. This is technically like a coastal town.
Yeah, you
Might
will
have-
get that discount again. So if you want to do that, it is just going to be roughly like I believe we said it would
what,
be like 15
a
per potion.
or something.
Yeah, 15 per potion.
Yeah. Hmm. Would it
it-
be possible to try and track down like the raw ingredients to potentially brew some myself in my downtime? 'Cause I did originally make these potions.
You did originally make the push, and you theoretically could do that, but considering that the ship will be ready within hours, you probably don't have time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
Well, Adeline's decision if spend money to get more potions or not, because I am very broke.
I'll buy 3.
okay. Sounds good.
I'm
And then you can
How much?
subtract
Cool.
45 gold pieces.
gold.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's expensive. I spent all my money on this.
Hi.
You
She's
said
gonna take
3?
it back.
Kai. I was hoping to get some nice money on this adventure. You're the one who made me do it, and now I'm spending all my money
Hey,
on
you
you.
still
You owe
have.
me. You owe me.
Technically, the money you have is because I let you have the
What do you
treasure
mean-
from the
what do you mean
previous
you
place
owe
we
the
went
money?
to.
What do you mean
You
you're
got
in debt?
this money because of me.
How
Oh,
much
boy.
was it again?
45 gold pieces for
It
3.
was 45.
Okay. Alright, Kai. Here's your potions.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Can I buy
Oh, man.
Can I buy a cute outfit?
Yeah, sure.
What are the options?
There's the variety of different outfits. many of them, like, there's like travel gear and stuff like that, what you would expect. There's like nice dresses and stuff.
Gotta get you like a pilot suit.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Yeah, what would you wear in a flying ship?
So these ships are definitely more akin to sailing ships than your typical airship. Some of those airships do exist, but a lot of the like the big balloon generally is kind of seen as a vulnerability. When all it takes is someone to shoot an arrow at it and it kind of pops and oh no, we're falling.
Yeah. Okay then.
But
So it's like a sailor outfit.
yeah, you would want it to be like, yeah, it's something where it's like it is definitely colder up there. Also, I forgot to bring you guys down.
Ah,
But yeah, you could do like some sort of sailor outfit. You'd want something that you would want it to be like somewhat warm because it is colder up there. But honestly, whatever you would want, whatever you feel like Adeline would wear up in the sky.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm thinking.
There you
like,
go. You got free reign of your design.
Yes, guys, I'm totally gonna draw this.
Cool.
I'm
free.
thinking a cool sailor outfit, okay?
Okay.
Not a skimpy like anime one, okay? But a cool one with like cool like goggles, you know, in case it gets windy.
Yar har fiddly dee.
Being a pirate is alright to be. Do what you want for a pirate is free.
You
I get the
are a
outfit that I want.
pirate.
Yar har fiddle dee dee.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I'm flying.
I started this. I'm ending this.
Nice.
It's time. It's time for the Sky Pirates arc.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh
so
my
how
god, we're
much
going
is
into a
this
One Piece arc. I
outfit?
hate it here.
Oh boy.
We're visiting the Sky Islands.
Guys,
We're
we're
going to
building
One
our
Piece.
crew. We're building our crew.
Alrighty.
I need to start. One Piece.
Okay. Okay.
Ironically, I need to start it.
Alrighty.
Yo,
Is that everything you
I
guys would like to
gave
do
up.
before the ship takes off?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Titan, are you wanting to
How
do
much
anything?
is the outfit? I need to pay.
Oh, the outfit?
I'm
That's gonna be 30 gold pieces.
Oh my gosh, we can have matching outfits. We can have matching
30 gold.
Yeah.
Man, that's an expensive outfit.
Creative expression
Inflation
is
is
gonna be
tough.
Yeah,
costly.
like you're a luxury what's the word? Luxury fashion kind of person.
A fashionista.
Yeah, apparently.
I became a mercenary for a reason. I have a passion for fashion.
And perhaps that might
Alright, I
do
just
you
spent-
well where you're going. We'll see.
I hope so. Okay, I'm adding this to my inventory.
Okay.
And
Sounds
I'm
good.
about to say, if you could somehow design a sailor outfit for Titan and make it work, I'll
Hey,
ironically use it.
if it looks
Yeah.
yo
I if you buy it, I will design one for him.
I'm broke. Oh wait, hammer space.
you know what? I would say that Titan would have some money. I'll give you 100 gold pieces to work with. Because you would have some money.
And
I
then
mean,
I immediately
Adeline's
take
like-
off 30.
No, Adeline's like, hey, I will pay for half of it if we can have matching outfits.
Spends just about as much gold as
I hate
Kai
the
spent
fact.
on
it's just- hang on.
potions.
I hate the fact that your attitude is rubbing off on me. I need you to stop that.
No.
Oh no, it's infectious.
But we'll look so cool and like a team.
I know. That's why I'm saying you need to stop that.
It'll be epic.
But it would be so awesome.
It would
Okay.
be
Be
so
so
cool.
cool.
I'm getting the gif. I'm getting the gif. I'm getting the gif.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
There it
Is
is.
that everything you guys are wanting to do before you guys take off?
Let's set sail.
Okay. You guys get on the ship. As you guys wait, and slowly but surely, the ship begins to take off.
You guys,
It takes
we did this.
a little bit of time. You guys have been working on this ship for almost a week. Figuring out each individual, all the things, assembling different parts from the ships. But the the sky clears. As you guys begin to rise higher up into the sky. As you guys eventually rise above the Sky Islands. These are some of the lowermost Sky Islands, closest to the ground for the accessibility of the surface. And
Dude,
you
this
guys
music's gonna make me cry.
you guys can look out over the edge of the ship as the world almost seems to, everything begins to seem so much smaller than it once was. As you're able to look out over the horizon and see so much of the world. As
Yeah.
you guys are headed into the skies. As
Yeah.
Cool. Adeline's crying.
So yeah, this is where we will end the session.
Heck yeah.
As you guys are now officially headed upwards into the skies. We will need to determine where you guys would like to head. There are a few locations you guys could probably go explore. The big city that's up there is called Silfglass Skyhold. The home of the Avian Monarchy. There's a few other locations. There's actually I want to have a sky map specifically, I just haven't made it yet, so maybe next session. But there's still got Skyhold you guys can currently see. There's the Monastery of the Ascendant Dragon. You guys got a few places you guys can check out. Though there is
Oh my gosh.
So,
yeah. I hope
what's
you
that
guys
little
are...
tiny floaty tower near the
Oh.
summit?
That is
Is that
where you guys wouldn't know this in character, but that is where
Yeah, I'm
Connect
just
originally
curious.
came from. That is
Okay.
So yeah. Alrighty.
All right,
With
our
that,
adventure goes on.
that
We're gonna travel
is-
the world.
Indeed. And this will be a very fun arc. Also, I forgot to. There's one more thing. Kai and Adeline, you guys are level 12.
We leveled up. Oh heck yeah!
So
I gotta remember what I was gonna put that level towards.
Yeah. And with that, that is the end of the session, and I will end the recording here.